This is the Ugandan stance. First video on this channel, and hope you guys are really going to enjoy it. And I hope by the names of Rokani Media, you can as well call me already onto this YouTube channel. Smash the like button, comment and share, guys. And today we are bringing you a story that the Uganda Cranes coach has been sacked by the Federation of Uganda Football Association. Story broken by the website of FUFA, and how lots of other stories have gone ahead obviously post it. Magogo himself has gone ahead and obviously repost it on his X, and obviously come here to obviously let you know what this is all about. Now let's see, let's call for 100 likes smash in this video, guys, as we obviously rebrand to the Ugandan stains. And this channel is obviously going to be bringing you lots of stories concerning politics, news, entertainment news. We are going to be doing sports, especially local sports. As far as the league is concerned, and I think tomorrow, Friday, the league is resuming, and obviously we're going to obviously bring you the latest as far as the Ugandan or the PAL is really concerned. And it's always going to be the stance. We're going to be conducting interviews on this channel. That's why I obviously call you to obviously be part of this big channel that is the Ugandan stance. We are close to 200,000 subscribers, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit 200,000 subscribers, and that's our mark before the end of this month, and I know we're obviously going to reach it. Now, a statement has been put out onto the website of FUFA, and this is how the statement really read. And Moses Hashim Magogo, the FUFA president, has also gone ahead and really reposted it onto his social media platforms. He's gone ahead and really said, FUFA official statement today, Thursday, 14th September 2023, FUFA and Mr. Milutin, Sredojevic, Micho agreed to mutually end the existing employment contract between the two parties. FUFA appreciates all efforts and commitment by Mr. Milutin during his period as head coach of the Uganda Cranes. It's our time, it's our country. That's the statement that he went ahead obviously put up onto this social media platform, and we obviously got it here onto the Rokani, onto the Ugandan stance, and we said, what is our say about this? And obviously I'd like to confirm to you that Micho left the Uganda Cranes in 2017 when he took them to AFCON, right? He took them to AFCON, and after failing to qualify through the group, I think we had Egypt in there for you. Which other team did we have by then? And I remember we only drew, is it with Zimbabwe by then? And Micho found himself really leaving to go and really coach a team in South Africa. I think it was SuperSport in South Africa. Then SuperSport sacked him. When SuperSport sacked him, he became the national team manager of Zambia, and Zambia sacked him. And that's when he was obviously given a new job at Uganda Cranes after McKinstry was really sacked, because McKinstry came in through and he couldn't really take the Cranes to where we deserve it to be. And now he came in through, and his first target was to see Uganda Cranes qualify for the African Cup of Nations of 2023 that's going to be hosted in Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast. And having failed his efforts, obviously he had no chance to stay. And after that game that we played and he won against Niger 2-0, that was last week on Thursday. Sorry, this I think last week on Tuesday, that game was won by Uganda 2-0, but all that was in our mercy. All that was not enough for us to win, because we needed a very huge boost coming in from Algeria to beat Tanzania, but they ended up drawing 2-2 and we couldn't qualify. So we ended our group with 7 points, 2 wins and 1 draw, and obviously 3 losses. We lost to Tanzania, we lost to Algeria twice. That is it. So we happened to obviously find ourselves in that position, and we couldn't find ourselves really going in through to obviously qualify for the final tournament of the AFCON. And we thought that Micho was going to be sacked immediately, but I think because there are payments and compensations involved, that's why it took this long to see to it that Sredojevic Micho had not yet been sacked from the Uganda Cranes. But finally he has been sacked, and he's no longer having a job. That is Micho, the former national team coach of Uganda, and very many Ugandans have gone ahead and obviously come up and obviously told us their stance onto this. And the episode is called Ugandans React. This is the new playlist that we obviously introduced on this channel. I hope you guys are really going to love it, and let's see how Ugandans went ahead to react as far as the situation was really concerned after getting the synopsis of where this all started. Now, we are having Medivilla, wrong FUFA decision, problem of Uganda cranes. Problems of Uganda cranes are elsewhere, not Micho. We can't be playing away from home and expect any positive results. Major problem is government of Uganda. And that is really a very, very, very huge problem that we need to address, that we've been playing away from home. And playing away from home obviously brings us to this level of us obviously losing out onto the fact that we lose what we call the home advantage. And that's a very huge factor, because I know if we played all our 3 games at home, maybe we would have gone ahead to gather more 2 points that would have gone ahead to favor us to qualify. But you ask yourself that, why is it that the only game we played at home, right, we drew with Niger? That's the problem. But Medivilla's point is valid. You know what makes it valid? Is at least, even if you had drawn against Tanzania, Tanzania wouldn't have gone ahead to get the 3 points. Remember, we are playing away from home. I think we are playing in Cameroon, and Tanzania beat us by 1-0. I think it was Musuva who obviously scored against us in the 75th minute, and he really made it count for Tanzania. And then I'm having Calvin Umal Kayemba, thank you, President. This is great development. All right. He was thanking Magogo for obviously making that decision. Then we are having Semfuka. Jonas Semfuka, hard luck. The Serbian Wolf. Our football will miss your service. We wish you well, wise man. All right, that's his stance. And here on this channel, we obviously coming through to obviously read every comment, because this is known to us, and it's all about the Ugandans reacting on Twitter. And you can as well refer to the to the X handle of the FUFA president, and these reactions are already there and people are buzzing. Then I'm having Siraji. Don't use coaches as scapegoats for poor performances of our lovely team, sir. Your poor management skills, and I think it's high time you started thinking about resigning or resting from football. Okay, you have done great work. Okay, that is Siraji. And I know there are some problems that FUFA have not gone ahead to obviously rectify, because I see a rapid integration of the players from the under-20s, because this is supposed to be a natural progress. But at FUFA, they are forcing this to happen. I don't think that Bobosi was ready to get to that team. I think the few players from the under-20 that I've seen performing at the national team are that guy who scored the first goal as we played Niger last Tuesday. That is Aziz Kayondo. He's ready. Kenneth Semakola, I think he's ready, though I don't think he should be starting, but he should be making the squad. Mugulusi, I give him to start. And there is this other guy, I don't know, he was part of the under-20, but he's playing for the Red Bull, Kasule. That Kasule guy should be part of the team, And there are other young players like Travis Mutiaba, who was part of the under-20 that played in the African Cup of Nations, and we are knocked out by Nigeria. I think Travis Mutiaba is ready to obviously come into this team. But when you look at the style of coaching of Micho, it doesn't really match the talent that we have here. In Uganda, you have every caliber of a player. We have players who are really huge, that are really having physical strength, but their talent is not as immense as those ones whose bodies are obviously not really huge, as called by Micho. So to me, I believe FUFA also has certain problems, but I think let's first get Micho out of the way. I've heard rumors that Mike Mutebi, who Moses Magogo approached before bringing Micho, denied the job, indicating that he wants to get to the Uganda Cranes, and it's high time he obviously went ahead and started training the Uganda Cranes. And his philosophy that a tiki-taka and a proactive team that will be built by him. And I think he's the best person to obviously take over the team for now. I think time has come for us to obviously stop going for these for these foreign coaches, because look at the teams that played the AFCON final. One had a foreign coach, that is Egypt, and and Senegal had Sisi, their former captain, at the World Cup of 2002, and he led their team to success and to where it is. So to me, I find it very sane for us to try out our own manager. Grown Mike Mutebi, he has all the qualifications, and I think that will act well, because even the coaches like Sam Simba have been hard coming out and asking what does it take for a Ugandan coach to be given the job to take over the Uganda Cranes. That is it. So if Mike Mutebi is going to take the job, I will be very glad to see to it that he accepts to be part of that development. Now, the other Ugandan that went ahead to react onto this goes by the names of Chimera Vincent. Ever since you were appointed in that office, this is one of the great work you have done to Ugandan football. Next, recommend a coach who will take our football to the next level. Again, don't bring back Micho for the fourth time. That is it, because Micho has been here. He was appointed firstly to be the national team coach under Mulindwa, and then he was brought back by Magogo. So he was here with Villa, and I think it's high time we close that chapter of Micho and obviously went to the next chapter. We are having Ntulume Jovans. You are the problem, not Micho. Please quit Ugandan football and focus on your women. That is Ntulume Jovans. That's, by the way, all the comments you see here don't belong to the Ugandan stance. They belong to the people you see here that have gone ahead to obviously comment onto the X of the former president. Now, Masanga, give Mike Mutebi a chance at the helm of Uganda Cranes and support him. I think he deserves that. I've just talked about it. Then I'm having Dux Wabui. I don't think the problem is Micho exclusively. The major problem is the FUFA administration headed by Magogo and the company that is only full of corruption. That is it. Now, let's go to the post put out by FUFA. Dennis Bosa, he is a reputable journalist who works with the Nation Media. Omomuli Gwemizanyo has said, why did it take this long? Anyway, thanks for the waking up from the slumber at last. He's one of the people that have always gone ahead to call in for the sacking of Micho. And when you see to it that the man is adding nothing to the team, obviously you have to obviously see him sacked. And we're having Daka Skin is saying Magoya Dako. Then Diana of LA, okay, I'm leaving with him. Looks like he's a fan of Micho. Then Ali Karim, thank you for Faho. All right, thank you very much. And there is another one that is going to hit obviously catch my eye a lot. I don't know whether I'm going to get it. I'm having Kazora Alan Crespo. Our style of play was boring, but still the national team coach should always have the final say on which players to summon, not having players year in, year out who don't have clubs. Some even don't have playing time, but are always summoned for national duty, leaving out talented players. But I think this has gone ahead to change. You saw to it that Tadeo Lwanga, after not having a job, after leaving the Tanzanian side, is it Simba? He has not been called at the national team. Not until he got, I think, a new opportunity to obviously play in Rwanda. That's when he was called back to the national team. I think that is really phased out. Even Lukwago, Charles Lukwago, having seen himself drop out from the Ethiopian side, that is St. George, he's no longer really there, and he's really having no time at the national team, and was not part of the national team. I think Aziz Kayondo has question marks because he plays in Israel and he was in Uganda recently, not playing football, but he was really called up for the national team engagement, but he came into Rwanda, obviously performed very well. But you never know, he might be an agent of Micho, because rumors have always said that Micho has always gone ahead to obviously act as an agent. Then the other one is unemployed man. give a Ugandan coach an opportunity with some benefits as the white are scam, all right. Then Steve is saying, just get Mike Mutebi back, all right, thank you. Makarapa, you simply brought him to make adverts on TV. You need up the game in recruitment, obviously. So guys, people are really going over the sleeve, you know. Then we are having Grace Gio. When was the last time you gave us good news? He's like saying, this is the better news they've gonna hit to really hear. Sebata Andrew Uganda, some of us gave up on Ugandan football the day you rehired him. How I wish he lives with Magogo too. We need Graham Potter, a failure at Chelsea, and won't bring him here. Menya, his performance, he was during the Nirvana Warfare advert. Tumuwonye, alright, so people have gone ahead obviously to say that. And there is one of the comments that really came through and really indicated that he should finally hurry and see him out of the national team, because out of the advert of Nirvana. That is it. So guys, thank you very much for watching the Ugandan Stencer first video, and here I come in peace to obviously ask for your reactions as far as Micho being sacked is concerned. Do you think it has been do you think it's a move in the right direction? Yes or no? RD remains my name. I'm out. See you later when you see me.